that first goal?
Sure.
How exciting is it to get that first one at this point?
Yeah, definitely exciting, especially at home with the home crowd, and it was erupting out there. And the end of the first period, just super excited. I was smiling going over to Harmon, so cool moment.
Did you, I mean, you are known for your shot. Did you get all, it's hard to tell if you got all of that one or not. I know Emma was in front, but did you get all of it?
Yeah, I got all of it. I saw a little hole, low blocker, and just went for it. And so, yeah, it was my full-on shot.
I remember, like, about a month ago, we chatted talking about how the speed of the game in PWHL is much faster than it is in college. Are you finally finding that you're finding your game now, and you're kind of catching up to the speed of the game?
Yeah, I think every game I've been adjusting and learning from the coaches and the players around me, and I think I've been getting comfortable every game, and especially on that power play there, I had the confidence to go and shoot it. So I think it's just been building, and especially we're halfway through now, I think I'm adjusting.
Blair, you're normally the first back checker back. How were you so far behind the play on that goal when that puck came back to you?
I got hit off the face-off.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so I was down trying to draw a penalty, milk it a bit.
Yeah, so both years. I mean, you got hit after your second goal, and you got hit before your first goal, so you were getting pounded
It's
around.
a price to pay.
Yeah.
What did you think of Reagan's performance, Troy?
Thought she was great, looked comfortable. Even little things like you can see her leaving her crease to play the puck and not just always taking the easy option, but making the right play and looking for the right option just shows that she's confident in there. I thought in the first period we gave them some easy ones. We turned some pucks over in the blue line. They transitioned back. She shut that down to give us a little bit of life to get our feet under us for the second period.
Troy, do you have a one right now, a number one goalie, or is it just game to game?
No, I think we're ultimately trying to get both of them. I think if this first half has shown us anything is that you're going to need both your goalies to be able to play on any given night. Right now there's no sort of set schedule or set plan for who we're going to play. We try to assess it on a night-by-night basis. Up until, honestly, last night around 9 o'clock, we did not have the decision made. But tonight, obviously glad we went with Kirk. She played well.
Julia, how important was it for you to score tonight, considering the next game's not for 11 days?
Yeah, this was a huge game for us, and just getting that first goal, I think, just brought some momentum and confidence to our team. So just was a huge goal, especially before this break, and to get those 3 points.
Any relief?
Lots of relief for sure, yeah. Halfway through, it's kind of the perfect time to get the first goal, so happy about it for sure.
Like, do you feel not the pressure mounting, but the anticipation mounting of when are you going to score? That sort of thing?
Yeah, I was honestly getting lots of chances, so I knew it was going to come soon enough. I've been playing with some great players and been getting some good chances, so for it to finally go on the back of the net, definitely some relief, but I wasn't too stressed about it.
If she didn't feel pressure with all the pressure questions, she does now.
Well, Troy, how did you see the evolution in her game so far?
I think she assessed it really well. Like any player coming out of college, they're trying to figure out what this league's like, how their skill set can translate to this league, what it means to be a pro, how do you get it, how do you recover. We just had 4 games in a short spell with some travel. How do you eat properly? How do you train properly? How do you recover? It's just a process that Blair went through the same process at one point in her career. Now she's someone that's does it as good as anybody else. So it's just part of the process, and Julia's doing a great job adjusting. And the one thing that I think is really cool is she does lean on the players a lot. I know Spooner has a lot of chats with her. Our leadership group chats with her. I think she's right where she needs to be, sort of in that development process in her first year.
For those of us who don't really know what entails during the international break, how much are you allowed to practice? Is there some kind of a goal you have in mind now for the next next week or so?
Yeah, for our program specifically, we look at the international break as an opportunity to just do that better than the opposition as well. So there's no rules on the amount. They just generally want you to continue to run your program. Just because some coaches and some athletes are away with their national teams, it doesn't mean things stop in Toronto. We're very comfortable with the staff that we still have here and the athletes, so Based on those numbers, we'll try to provide what we believe their needs are during that break, and hopefully we just do it a little bit better than the opposition, so we use that as something to propel us forward after the break.
Blair, what do you hope to gain from your experience over the next few days?
Like going to
With the national
yeah,
team,
I'm
sorry.
going to my home province to play with
Oh,
Team
yeah.
Canada, so
Yeah.
it's something that I never really expected to get the chance to do. So I'm pretty excited about it.
What would have been the biggest game you would have played at home coming up before this?
Probably Canada Games in 2011. So this should be a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Blair, you guys have been getting points pretty consistently lately, but you haven't been getting the big 3-point win. How important was that to get that today?
It was huge. I think with the timing of the break, it's really important for us to end on that note. Like you said, we've been getting points, but not the 3-point wins that we've been wanting. So I think we've been working hard and moving in the right direction to get wins, and getting that one it's really timely for us.
Like you said, you guys are getting finally some steam in the standings now with the win. You're in a playoff spot midway through the season. What does that kind of do for the locker room, guys?
It helps a little bit. I think we also understand that we still have a long way to go before the season's done, but I think there hasn't been too much frustration in the locker room. I think everyone's been feeling good about the direction that we've been moving in, with how we've been playing, and we knew that the wins would come eventually and we would figure out how to score some goals, but I think the morale right now is really high as we head into this break, and we're hoping to keep the momentum up when we get back.
Blair, just compliments to yourself. I think, as I can recall, this might be like the best stretch of like 4, 5, 6 games where you've been all over the ice. Now, maybe going back to the game in Ottawa when you scored the winning goal, but your fingerprints are all over this effort. Can you just speak to that and taking on that role?
Thanks. Yeah, I think I don't know. I guess I think our whole team has been playing really well, and I think I had a conversation with Troy a few weeks ago about not trying to be perfect all the time. So I think that's like a bit of a mindset shift for me, and just allowing myself to play a little bit more freely offensively and less perfect defensively. It's something that I've been focusing on, and I think today we went over some video about trying to find some open spaces in the offensive zone versus always trying to compete to get to space. Sometimes there's space available without having to work so hard for it, but I think there's just some minor tweaks that I've been trying to make, and honestly think the way our team's playing recently, our last 5 to 7 games have been quite good, so I think we knew a win was bound to happen soon, and I think it takes everybody to win like that.
Any comments on?
Yeah, for sure. It's a great assessment, obviously, but like I wrote down actually on my game card today to show the other coaches, and I just wrote down like a driver of team concepts, and then like that's what Blair is, right? Like she doesn't even necessarily at times, I believe, have to agree with some concept or some way we're going to play. The way she approaches the game is that she's going to do it to the best of her ability, because if she does it, there's more likely other people will follow. And ultimately, everybody can say the right things consistently over time, but the people that do the right things are the ones that should get rewarded, and that's what's happening right now for Blair.
Julia, what does it do for you when you see Blair play like she has in this last recent stretch?
Yeah, honestly, a new nickname we've gotten for her is Bulldozer. So I think that's what she's been doing, and that's how she got that first goal. And just watching her, I learn a lot from how she plays, and she's always 100% out there, efforts and winning battles and all that. So those are things I want to adapt to my game and have that consistently. So she's just been a huge role model and leader for our team, and we're lucky to have her.
How did this nickname originate?
I think if you watch her, she's just grinding all over the ice. Not a lot of people can hit her, or she's usually controlling the play, so that's kind of where it came from.
You fine with that one, Blair, or are you? and smoke goes away?
Well, it happened because Woodsy was saying that we don't have good enough nicknames on our team, so that's how it happened.
Joy, were you worried about having a team for the rivalry series? It seemed like everybody who went down or got hurt was a member of the Canadian national team.
Yeah, there was a couple moments there where I was like, what is happening? And I mean, no matter whether they're on our national team or other national teams, you just don't want to see people dropping like that. As weird as it is to say, as we're competing against them, it was nice to see Jenner come back. I mean, we don't wish that on anybody, whether they play for Canada or U.S. or, I saw recently some American players have been injured as well, and you don't want that. You want the best to be able to play every night.
Coach, we've seen via TikTok recently, Natalie Spooner's been skating. Any updates on her progress?
Yeah, we actually took her on this latest trip to Minnesota and Montreal, but the rationale behind it was, many different layers to it. There was no chance that we were going to be putting her in the lineup. It was strictly that her return to play protocol now has gone from skill sessions and skating sessions to team play. So we had a couple practices while we were away, so we wanted to bring her. And chatted with the league to get permission to bring the extra player, and they supported it. I also think it's a nice transition for her to get back with her group, to be on the road. Gina, our GM, said in one of the days the bus was quite loud, and I just looked over it and said, Spooner. Like, Spooner's back, and you can tell with the energy on the bus and the laughs and the jokes. So it's good. She's close. It's good to have her back, just good to have her back in the mix, and we're looking forward to the day when she gets to suit up.
What's it like to be back in your home venue for so long, and was it hard not to be here for so long?
It's great. We were on the road for a while, playing all over the place, and obviously a huge game for us at home at Scotiabank, but Coca-Cola is our home, and it feels that way when we come back. The crowd's awesome. We feed off of the energy, and it's a great place to play.